Right, right, we'll go back in.
Does fraps cut out when you like move the window?
I think it's time.
I don't think so. Because I think you'll only screen capture this. The only problem is I couldn't see my gold in the top corner, so I'm trying to move it back so I can see it again. It doesn't seem to.
Because I noticed the numbers don't move when you move the screen. It like freezes. So I just thought the recording may freeze or just cut out during that time.
Yeah, well, if there is freezing, then this is why. Right, we'll do random again. Do Earth, we'll do we'll do large, we'll do huge, why not? Warlord, Marathon, and next one we'll do Chieftain, just because that went so well. Okay, so we're Napoleon this time. So that gives us Musketeers as our special units, and +2 culture per turn from cities before discovering steam power.
I look at Napoleon, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Just like, I'm ready to punch you in the face.
It's the French for you. Yeah, so we've also got the Foreign Legion. So each culture, each thingamajigger, each player gets its own type of, like, unit. Like, Gandhi for India gets war elephants.
You can play as Gandhi?
You. And you can be, like, completely opposite to him and go around killing everybody.
Can you play as the British? Who are you when you play as the British?
Elizabeth I.
Oh, what about the Americans?
Well, Washington.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, right. So, this time we're blue. Right, this is a great place to settle, because we've got ivory, and deer, which will give us money. So I'm going to settle straight away this time. And we've also got rooms, and we're also near the coast, which is perfect. Yeah. See, so sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So we're going to create a scout, and we're going to choose research. I'm going to open that tree.
Does the difficulty just make the enemies stronger, and like build faster, or does it like change the randomization of like stuff around you? So like because it's easier, we're more likely to find like cows or something.
It changes the amount of unhappiness you lose. Amount of gold you can produce a turn. I presume the rarity of commodities and luxuries like ivory and stuff, and I would also presume culture.
Okay.
Culture increases and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and barbarian population type, like, you know. Right, so this is the research tree. So it all goes down to 1 future tech, right? So I can just click straight that, and it'll do it all for me for 8,799 turns.
Is that what you'd want then, just to click the end one and just have it do it for you?
No, because like for example, I want ivory. Like I can get ivory, right?
Yeah.
And to harvest ivory, I need trapping, as it says. So I want to research trapping, which is there. So I want animal husbandry and then trapping. And I think animal husbandry, and that's deer.
Does it notify you when you've reached like the turn up to?
Yeah, after turn 32.
What happens if you haven't like put points for where it needs to go? Does it just save you the points, or just?
What do you mean?
Like, say you clicked on animal husbandry, which happens in 32 turns. What happens when you get to 33rd turn? You haven't chosen what to go to next.
Oh, you can't move on after the 32nd turn.
It just prompts you to do it.
It just says it in the bottom corner here, and I have a little like circle here saying, choose next research, and then
right. Oh, okay.
Then it'll do that, and it'll give you the options, and then open tree. I like sailing and optics because I like sea dominance and stuff like that. I always find it's quite useful. Also, ironworking is useful. Currency is always useful because that gives you more money. Calendar for dyes, see, like before. What else? So yeah, we'll worry about. And then there's also the medieval era, classical era. So before I said nobody can go off the islands like an archipelago without reaching the Renaissance era. Because you can't move off the island without astronomy.
Oh right.
So, like, you can't go into... I'll show you. You can't go into... Like, this is blue. Like a light blue coast. But once you get into ocean, it goes really dark. And you can't go into the ocean without having astronomy. So you can't get off the island, which is really difficult because it means you're literally isolated. You cannot interact with anyone and it's really boring.
Do they have, like, a way to plan out your moves and then just say skip to that turn?
What do you mean?
So, like, you can only move 2. Say you wanted to move, I don't know, 10 spaces. Could you just click those 10 spaces, then it just gives you the 5 turns?
No.
So you can't play out or anything?
You have to play out each turn, yeah.
Okay.
Because your opponents have to do things within that each turn.
Right.
I suppose they could plan that out for you again, but like you can see at the bottom, they're processing all the turns.
Yeah.
So... you find it quite useful anyway because you see what's going on. I think we probably hit a coast first, and quite a good location as well because one, we probably lowered, like all this stuff around us, one, we probably lowered the difficulty, and two, we made it a lot bigger, like the land.
Yeah.
So there's more coasts pretty much, and I think we chose Earth again, so that's always useful because in Earth, the one we actually live in, there's like, what is it, like 70% water?
Yeah.
So 70% of this map is going to be water based. Or thereabout. So I'm just heading up to that barbarian camp because I'll get 120 gold for capturing it. And I'll...
Oh, what's that thing?
That, what?
On the left, yeah. Ancient ruins.
Yeah, you get bonuses for discovering the ruins, so... Archery I've got now, so...
Yeah.
Secrets and advanced technology, so that's... So... I scroll back. We've got archery.
Oh, okay.
So, allows you to be the archer, first ranged unit in the game. So now if I go over to here...
So, this tree, you can get some of the stuff on it just by finding stuff instead, like or researching rather than playing out the turns.
And you can also do it diplomacy, so you can say to someone, oh yeah, I'll give you 200 gold if you give me archery.
Oh, okay.
So that's where diplomacy comes in. And there's also a treaty where like you can swap gold for whatever they're researching, you get the bonuses of it as well, and that's mutual. So Rome, like I controlled I was like the furthest ahead in one game I was playing. So Rome said, well, okay, so whatever you research now, I'll give you 750 gold, and I'll research the same things, and we'll both get the bonuses.
Yeah.
But because I was also the richest by about 3,000 gold, I declined. I always seem to be the richest in the game. But never the most powerful for some reason. Right. So I'm just healing up here. I think that would be...
Do they heal up as well, then?
Them? I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure players do, but barbarians don't. Right, so we've captured that, gives us 120 gold. That boosts us up quite a lot. And then we'll continue next turn. And then we'll continue exploring in a minute. So they've built a settler or a scout, sorry. So the scout, as I said before, units can only move 2 spaces at any one time.
Yep.
Unless you're on rough terrain. So that's like trees, mountains, snow, anything like that. Okay. Whereas scouts don't have that penalty. They can move wherever they like. They can move 2 spaces even in rough terrain. Right. So they're useful for ruins and that type of thing. I'll get drill 1, and they've just won a battle against, these guys have just won a battle against the barbarians. Yep. So they get a promotion. They've got enough XP, basically. But an archer. So this is basically it at early stages. It gets more in depth when you get more cities. It gets a lot more fun when you get more cities. Okay, so we've got policy. Right, so we've got these different policies, right? and basically they're like talent trees. So you get different perks for the different talents you pick up, pretty much.
Yep.
So which one do you think we should go for? We've got this one, which is basically the overall kind of thing, like increases the rate of your border expansion in cities and also grants 3 extra culture in the capital. Then we've got this one, adopting liberty will apply 1 culture in every city. This is basically for rapid expansion. This is for small empires, and this is for armies. So which one do you want to go for?
Honor?
Honor. Okay. You can choose others, it doesn't lock them or anything like that.
Okay.
But it's always useful to kind of know where you're going.
But you can only choose one at a time? Or...
Yeah, this thing in the corner, when that gets to 65, or whatever it's out of, because 65 will increase, there's in the ruin, then you get 1 extra policy.
Right, okay.
So we get crudely drawn map of the outlying area, and we discovered a new camp because of it. Oh,
how wide is like the map then?
Fairly wide and huge.
Because I mean,
quite big.
Is it more than the mini-map shows at the moment? Or...
Yes. What do you mean? Like,
so, like all the way around the mini-map?
What you mean, even across here?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I've never found from there to there, but I think that's all it is. But it's
because I didn't know if you could like scroll out and then zoom out or whatever and look at an even larger.
No, well,
it looks as if it's just as big as the actual space.
But it is a lot bigger than it looks. It is a lot bigger than it looks at first. Because trust me,
it's an odd shape. For the thing on the mini-map, it's like an upside-down trapezium.
Yeah, I know.
Well, technically it'd still be a trapezium if it's upside down, but you know what I mean.
I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's the screen size, I don't know.
Because, I mean, you're seeing it square, you're not exactly seeing it in that kind of...
Yeah. I don't know, yeah, that's true. So we reached the edge of the map. This is going to keep going. Once we get up to Bellegarde up there.
So this game by Sid
Mears.
What's his face? Mears.
Yep, Sid Mears.
Is there other civilizations not by him, or is he just like so vain he had to put his name on the top?
No, he's quite he's done a lot of games, like turn-based games. Like he's quite famous for doing turn-based games, and he's actually pretty good at them.
This is made by a company. It wasn't just made by that one guy, was it?
No. It's the company's Sid Mears' company, I believe.
Right, that's why he calls it. Right, okay.
Yeah, he's quite good at what he does as well.
Like Tom Clancy's.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. He did Pirates, and he did Sid Meier's Pirates, it's called, and Sid Meier's Civilization, like 1 through 5.
Right.
And he's actually quite good at it. So yeah. Where else we got? Where's our city? There it is. Oh! Scout. So we discovered a new border. How are we doing for money? Not too bad. Happiness, not too bad. Science, not too bad. I don't really going to find much up there apart from barbarians, if I'm honest, but never mind. I'm going to try and find what that is there. I think it's probably going to be a player.
So is that like a border, that light
Babylon.
blue line?
Yes, that's the Babylon border, as we've just discovered.
Yeah. The fact that it's blue tells you, light blue, it tells you it's a city or neutral or something, is it? If it was like an enemy, it'd be red, would it? Yeah,
if it's barbarian, it's red. If it's a city-state, it's like that. Like black as well as the colour. And then if it's a border, it's like this, because similar to our borders. Right. We kind of need to workers soon once that archer's done, and we can start working on the ivory and the deers once, and all husbandry's done.
Oh, it's quite a slow game, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It gets better. It gets a lot more fast-paced. Well, not fast-paced. It gets a lot more interesting, let's say, when you get further into the game. Yeah. Maybe I'll load up one of my other games in a minute.
Yeah, because we've been playing this for like half an hour while playing both the games, and not much.
No, there's not much going on. It kind of depends on the map you spawn in as well, what's going on, who you meet, that sort of thing.
Can you like choose to start a certain era, and then like all the players get like a better starting stuff?
Not as far as I know. That would be a good thing though. I quite like that. Just means you can start whenever you like. Oh, that didn't go well. That's not